February 27th. Uh, what is a toward of reviewing final clauses? Debating comma placements. While American and Israeli jets were already being fueled on runways across the Middle East. But imagine a world where Tehran's foreign minister simply signed faster, where the agreement hit the wire services at 3 p.m. Tehran time. What happens next changes everything, and nothing. The deal itself wasn't a surprise. It was the result of 18 months of back-channel negotiations through Oman, with European mediators shuttling between hostile capitals. Iran would accept enhanced inspections, cap enrichment at 3.67%, and dismantle its Fordow facility. In exchange, sanctions relief worth $200 billion over 5 years. On paper, everyone won. But here's what most people don't realize. The strike orders weren't contingent on the deal failing. They were already locked in. Pentagon planners had set February 28th as Outran Wars or Capital. Downstu Bart Grafchen were all planners with the price it alighted at down by tension-righted. Waleri, or Aiden, had Canada Grafchen had set February 28th as Outran's Pablo's co-plaction. I rafting to pray at Jantel Pastive. We went through quick straight one night. Within Gifley, the 60 exiled by the Quelf, while Larry dapped rash for the wonders of light. To Theory Beach to the bros and boyses, with Ian to dilute $100. Grafter Quelf. To tanching presentable to ye, treacher ID buyout, so's visions or apply. At Lescott Valve, not completelighted Tehran, but in Washington, phones start ringing with a very different tone. President Martinez faces an impossible choice. The aircraft are already airborne. 12 hours of planning can't be reversed with a phone call. Or can it? The legal question becomes, does a signed deal, not yet ratified by Congress, constitute a binding agreement? The answer, according to 3 different White House lawyers, is maybe. Meanwhile, the Israeli component of the operation is already past the point of no return. 4 squadrons of F-35s refueled over Saudi airspace in a deal never publicly acknowledged are 2 hours from Iranian territory. Prime Minister Kessler's position is unambiguous. Signatures don't dismantle centrifuges. Bombs do. In our alternate timeline, Martinez makes the call. American planes turn back. The Israeli strike proceeds alone, but without American tankers, electronic warfare support, and bunker buster munitions, it becomes a very different operation. Fordow. Buried under 300 feet of granite, survives. Natanz is damaged, but functional. And Iran. Iran has a signed agreement and a perfect justification. Within 48 hours, the UN Security Council convenes an emergency session. For the first time in decades, Russia, China, and the United States vote together, condemning Israel. The resolution passes 14 to 1. France abstains. The diplomatic earthquake reshapes alliances that have held since 1948. Iran, crucially, does not retaliate directly. Supreme Leader Khamenei, in a calculated masterstroke, announces that Iran will honor the agreement it signed. Even as it buries its dead, the narrative flips completely. Iran becomes the victim. Israel becomes the aggressor. And America becomes the nation that kept its word while its closest ally did not. The downstream effects cascade for years. Saudi Arabia, exposed for allowing Israeli overflights, faces domestic upheaval. The Abraham Accords collapse. Oil prices stabilize at artificially high levels as Gulf states leverage their position. And Iran, still possessing 70% of its nuclear infrastructure, begins a new calculation. Not whether to build a bomb, but when. The ultimate irony. By 2029, in our alternate timeline, Iran does achieve nuclear capability with international sympathy, diminished sanctions, and fractured Western alliances. The strike designed to prevent an Iranian bomb may have guaranteed one, all because of 24 hours. All because someone signed a piece of paper one day faster. History doesn't have a rewind button. But understanding how close we came, how a single day might have rewritten the entire geopolitical order, that teaches us something crucial. The decisions that shape our world aren't always the big ones. Sometimes they're just about timing. Sometimes they're about who signed first.